In 10th position from Finland, driving the Yokomo BD5. A very warm welcome for the other driver that was bumped up through the finals, from the B final to the A final, Vilmari Castro. In 9th position from Germany, driving the Corelli in the A final main modified. Will you please welcome Mr. Mark Fisher. In 8th position on the driver's rostrum from France, driving the Tamir, will you please welcome your kid Yasmin. And in 7th position on the driver's rostrum from Germany and driving the Kyosho, it is Christopher Krapp. In 6th position on the driver's rostrum from Finland with the associated TC6, the European 112 champion, Euro Libernin. 5th place on the main A final from Denmark, driving the Tamiya, Steen Garvison. From France, ladies and gentlemen, in 4th position, driving the Yokomo BD5, Lucas Irvin. And your top 3 qualifiers for the second shootout of the A final modified main, driving the X-Ray, the 2008 pole position setter from Sweden, Alexander Herberg. And on pole position last year in 2010 and second position on the A final grid this year for associated and driving from Finland, the very talented 19-year-old Krista Anderson. And the pole position belongs to the man who won this DHI Cup last year, driving the Yokomo BD5. We are looking at the German driver who in 2010 won the indoor and outdoor European 110 Touring Car champion, Mr. Ronald Waldner. Ladies and gentlemen, the 11 A finalists on the grid, ready to do battle and ready to do their championship, no others. So all we got to do now is get their cars onto the grid. Okay, so we have welcomed the drivers onto the driver's rostrum. We just had the reverse of 7 and 8, so we are now just doing a little bit of track alteration and get the track just as it should be for these drivers who go around now and warm up. Of course, Ronald Waldner's Yokomo, it was buzzer to buzzer last time round. Chris Anderson, a terrific guys with Alexander Harburg. He was on pole in 2008, remember, with the X-Ray car, as they just go around and check that everything is as it should be. And this is where Ronald was very mighty. A few problems through qualifying through here, but he managed to dial out whatever the problem was, and the driver really sorts it out in his head, getting into his strategy, because we are racing for 6 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, 6 minutes on those tyres, which have done a few laps, of course. And Ronald just parks his car up in front of the mechanic there with the Yokomo sweatshirt on, just to make sure that everything is right. It's all about getting the mindset and the
1 minute to start. Cars to the line.
So he's definitely getting the race strategy sorted, and that is exactly where we want to have their mindset. So all the cars now placed down on the track, so it does look as if we are going to have the second modified A final, 11 cars on the grid. 11 very talented drivers, various countries and various manufacturers down there on the grid, just looking for, it's kind of seems to the first couple of corners.
30 seconds.
So just give them a couple of moments silence to get their heads together, get their mindset around how they're going to run this 6-minute race, how they're going to get into the first couple of turns. It'll be very important who comes out the first couple of turns fast, quick, precise, nimble, and in the lead. Okay.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
So Ronald Waldner with the Yokomo off pole position with Chris very close attention, and Alexander from third on the grid, giving him a bit of a close look as well. So a very good start from all 10 drivers in the second leg of the modified A-final 6-minute fair. Now look at the speed associated in second place. Krista knows he's got a ballistic car, and I think Ronald knows it too. And Alexander Harburg is not letting anybody get away from him this time round. He's looking for a little bit of a taste of victory. Of course, if Ronald finishes this one in first place, that will be it. Game over. He's already had the one victory with the Yokomo, qualified in first place. 3 out of 6 qualifiers, 1 on Friday, 5 on Saturday. Of course, this is the finals day here for the 2011 DHI Cup at the Congress Centre in Odense, Denmark. With the defending champion, the European indoor and outdoor champion from last year, and of course the current European champion, Ronald Wagner, the brilliant German driver with the Yokomo car, has certainly got that sorted. But talking about sorting things out, look at this from Krista Anderson, the associated driver, the young 19-year-old is giving a very close bit of attention to the back end of Ronald's Yokomo car as they go down the back straight here over the grid into the fast left-handers, left 1, left 2, into the right-hand click, left and right, past the driver's rostrum, and into the left-handed complex now. This is where Ronald had a few problems during qualifying, but they've got that sorted now, and Krista closes up again, and they're leaving Alexander Harburg in the wake at the moment for a distance between first, second and third, as we concentrate at the sharp end of business right here, because this is where the crowd is going to be. If Krista can get that associated past, I think we have to take this one to the wire, down the straight, and a bit of a wobble there from Ronald as he went into that left-hander, second corner, and it looks like Krista may have seen that in the corner of his eye, that these two are pulling a little bit away, so you've got a Yokomo, Associated and X-Ray there in third position, and in fourth place you've got Stern Garvison there just bringing up the fourth position, but he can't do too much about the lead that these two guys are putting down in front of him. He can't do anything about the fact that it's Alexander Harburg's X-Ray. He's on a mighty performance at the moment, so it's Yokomo, Associated X-Ray and Tamiya. There you go. So you've got a German driver, a Finnish driver, Danish driver, a Swedish driver and a French driver just in the mix there, or should I say another Danish driver. So they are absolutely on the pace here. That's one car just going over the scenery, car number 4. Lucas Irving was talking about him. There's a good side of car number 4. In the mix here, but it looks like Ronald Wagner now with a little bit of a gap opening up between himself and Krista Anderson, and this is where we were before. Krista Anderson now with a very fast Associated, obviously just trying to squeeze off the attentions now of the very fast and very supreme and mighty Alexander Harburg. He knows what it's like to race here on the carpet of the DHI. Oh, he came very close there to giving a bit of a love kiss to the back end of the Associated. You could hear the tyres squealing away from Mercy as Ronald just goes down the back straight in the lead for the Yokomo. So it's Krista Anderson trying to get away from the attentions of Alexander Harburg as they come through left and right, right and left. Can't do anything about the supremacy that Ronald Wagner has actually put down on the track at the moment. He absolutely walked away as he did in the first one with this. After the close attention that Krista Anderson was giving him with the Associated, he just can't do anything now because he's got to go defensive. The mine strategy for 6 minutes has got to change a little bit, and 3 laps that we actually do extra in this 6-minute shootout of the second leg of the modified. And on that clock, 2 minutes and 21 seconds remain. 2 minutes and 21 seconds remain, and no change in first, second, third. Oh, what a slight error there by Krista. Just a slight error, and Alexander sniffed that like a bloodhound, sniffing blood. He absolutely wanted it, but he didn't make too much progress to the change up there. And Krista was a little bit lucky at this part of the track just to get away with that. Onto the left-hand turns now. Left-hand 1, left-hand 2, right-hand hairpin, left-hand hairpin, back down the straight. Ronald Wagner, the European and outdoor champion from last year, absolutely on the pace with the Yokomo 4-wheel drive, gold drive car, VD5, absolutely on the pace down the back straight here, and the German driver, just enjoying a little bit of daylight between himself and the second place man. As these two fight for second and third, they are starting to hold each other up. Track time, of course, and Ronald can go away and drive his own race now. On the clock, we're looking at 1:26 to go. The 6-minute race, 1:26 to go. Big dice happening midships as well. Big dice happening midships. You've got Stern Garvison, Christopher Kraft, Laurie Asmin, Victor. You've got Magnus Mark Fisher, Lucas at the batting of the grid there, just trying to bring up the rear. Corelli driver just, a little bit of touch from behind, and Mark gets stuffed into the barriers as well, so he's got to try and get his pace back, and more importantly, He's got the second and third place cars coming up right behind him. So Ronald Bogdan led the straight between himself and second and third, so he is absolutely flying away there. Flying away with that Yokomo, absolutely mighty in performance. And Mr. Anderson is just trying to keep Alexander Herberg right behind him. The X-Ray driver just can't do anything to get past the associated car. And on the clock, we've just got over 36 seconds to go in this second second A final modified shootout. With one more to go. I don't think Ron might have to come out at this stage where he is, because he's going to take the DHI Cup 2011 with about 20 seconds on the clock. Let's focus on what's happening in the second place and third place. It's Chris Anderson and X-Ray's Alexander Harbour fighting for position now with 12 seconds on the clock, maybe one more lap. Oh, is that the race leader on his side? It was the race leader on his side, and Alexander Harbour and Ronald Bogdan, as they go on to the last lap now, was on the side there. So the 2011 champion elect defending his crown here, coming towards the line and over the line to take the victory. And the 2011 champion is Ronald Bogdan from Yokomo. Fantastic driving for Ronald, and many congratulations. Well done, Ronald, to go with his European indoor and outdoor champion. The defending champion brings the crown home to Germany for Yokomo, and a brilliant drive there. Faultless back-to-back victories. In second place, it's Chris Anderson, and in third place, Alexander Harbour. So